Hey guys, I'm Megan.
I'm Wendy.
And we went to a Big Brother live eviction taping last week, and we're here to tell you all about it. I'm not fully convinced that the papers we signed while we were there did not prohibit us from. Wendy's convinced we're not going to get arrested. So
okay, so if CBS or Big Brother or whoever,
it's her fault.
Call me. So tell the folks how we got tickets.
Tell the folks. Wendy has been signed up with on-camera audiences for a long time, and we finally got an email. I mean, I think we signed up via that email because it went to our email 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And have never gotten a Big Brother email. They've never opened it up to the point that we've gotten, because the audience is small.
It's real small. Really, really small.
And it is full of a lot of guests of the show.
VIP.
Yeah.
So the point is, if you get an what's it called? On-camera audience ticket, there is no guarantee that you're actually going to get seated in that audience, even after driving a million miles in traffic to Studio City.
Correct. So we knew that we weren't guaranteed, so we left early. We got there about an hour before check-in time when the parking garage opened.
Yes, so the parking garage opens at 3:15 p.m., right?
Yes, check-in's at 4. And we got there at 3:12.
Yes, and we were turned away.
He's like, go park across the street. And as we're turning to leave, he's like, just kidding, come back in.
Yeah, so we were one of the first to get in the parking garage, which I think worked to our advantage.
Totally. So? Yes, because we were the second ones in line. And I think they let just about everybody in. But when you get there, they're like, just wait, we're not sure. So you wait. You have to leave your phone in your car, and you wait in a parking garage.
Oh, yeah.
For about an hour-ish before they start letting people in
a line. So just beware of what kind of shoes you're wearing and be ready to talk to people because you don't have your phone. So we waited about an hour in line, and as we waited, people just walked by. And can we point out, if you've never... They have security things that you have to go through, metal detectors, and it was like these people were just dropped off to Earth today.
Totally. Had no idea how to go through a metal detector. They're carrying their bags through. The security guards are like, are you new to the planet?
You put your stuff down, then you walk through, then you grab your stuff. But people would just breeze on through, and then it would go bing, and then they would have to turn around and go what? It's hello. It was
pure comedy.
It was funny. It was really funny, actually.
We got to the metal detectors finally, and then we had to sign the NTA that I'm still not sure is not going to get me arrested. And then we waited a little bit longer.
And then, so they march you in a single file line according to the number that you checked in. So we were number 74 and 75. The audience only holds about 100. So you can see how close we were to the end. And, okay, so when we were in line, there was the people who were very last to get in, they ended up
in the front row.
In the front row! So, I mean, I guess it's just the luck of the draw.
Totally.
So they walk you in through, you're on the lot, right? And you see all the, stages where they do all the other shows that they do there. They're very strict. You gotta stay in a single file line. You gotta walk to the side. Don't look this way, don't look that way.
Nobody's there. It's not like it's a bustling metropolis at 5 p.m. on a Thursday night.
Everybody's leaving for the day. So we get in, and it takes forever to get into the studio because they're they look at you, then they want to see where you're seated at. And there's very restrictive on what you can wear, too.
Yeah.
Dark clothes, no white, they just want, you to blend in.
So the first guy that came out is one of the producers of the show, and I'm sure if I looked him up, I could figure out his name. Mm-hmm. But Wendy knew from a previous visit his little shtick, which is maybe you recognize my voice. Because if you ever watch After Dark or the live feeds, you hear, house guests, please go to the dining room, or whatever. Yeah. Or last night it was, Fessy, please be careful, because he broke the sink and he was leaning against it again last night.
Oh, was it? Oh, my
gosh. Yeah, so there's a clip, it's all over Twitter. Fessy, please be careful. Anyway, that's him.
So this guy's getting the audience excited. He's it's our best season ever, and the crowd's going wild.
And Wendy.
I didn't clap. First of all, I don't think it's the best season ever.
It's not the best season ever.
But I get that he's trying to get the audience excited. but he was in my straight line of view. And I was smiling, but I was just sitting there with my hands on my lap, and while everybody else was like, ever. So he's like, ma'am, what about you? You don't think it's the best season ever? Everybody's going crazy. You're not. And I was like, and this lady in front of me thought she was talking to her. So I was kind of confused, like, was he talking to me or is he talking to her? Because she's going nuts. I wasn't going nuts. So then I was like,
oh, do you think?
I don't know.
Funny. So then they send up the warm-up guy, right? And the warm-up guy has like shirts to give out, and they've got their like, you know, hyping everybody up because they want that loud burst of cheering when Julie comes on camera, which you're gonna get anyway. Like, Julie looked fantastic,
beautiful.
I really felt like I was bringing it for the hype guy. I am not an what's the word? An overly emotive person in public, would you say? Like,
I agree.
I'm not that person. And I was like, you know, clapping and cheering and doing all the things, and like nothing. Couldn't get a thing. The two girls next to us both got gift cards. A guy 2 rows in front of us got 2 t-shirts. Like, the audience was not that big.
It's 100 people.
And nothing.
He had
nothing. Like, he couldn't even see us.
No.
And I was bringing it.
You're so funny. I was too. Because now I felt like I had to be super extra because like I got called out. So I was like, oh, I'm a big fan. Woo!
Lots of woos. My throat hurt after.
God. We were woohooing it up. Like Vicky Gunvalson would be proud because we were whooping it up.
I have to tell you though that before we went in, so a few weeks ago, Julie Chen reposted one of our Instagram stories, and it's like, you know, high point of my life. You know, we were on Big Brother 3 years ago, guys. Blink and you'll miss us, but we were there making fools out of ourselves, proclaiming our love for Johnny Mac.
Yep.
And I will link that Instagram video down below, and that was like a high point for me. And then Julie Chen reposting my Instagram story where I'm like in bed eating popcorn in pajamas was another high point for me.
Of course.
So while we're driving there, of course I tagged Julie Chen in another story.
Of course, and our stories were funny.
They were. We were bringing in the story.
I was really hoping that Julie was going to repost our stuff again, but
honestly, I was hoping for more than that. I have to tell you,
Megan here, she was really hoping that Julie was going to notice her in the audience and be like, "I love you! Come on up! Do you want me to take a picture with you after the show?"
I swear she looked at us. Come on, you weren't hoping for that?
Yes, I was hoping for that.
I was convinced. I was like making eye contact with the Chen bot and nothing.
So now this is funny because this is not a spoiler, but because it obviously happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever this is going up. And Rockstar was evicted that night. And Megan cried.
Didn't you get teary-eyed when she cried? Or no? Wendy has a heart of stone, let's be honest.
I felt really bad for her, and I did feel like I had a moment with Rockstar. Like, when they were going to commercial, I was like, I don't know if I woohooed or I clapped, but she looked right at me, and I was like, oh, she knows she has a fan in me. Like, I don't know. It was a moment for me.
Look, she and Julie had a moment, and I have really, honestly, in all my years watching Big Brother, never seen Julie connect with the house.
Yeah, she's the Chen bot.
She is, and maybe, I don't know if it's because, like, everything was kind of amplified because you're in the audience and you're like, I know these people now, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it was that effect but it did feel like they had a moment. So the show ends and they're kind of like, bye.
Get out of here.
Out. And so they like walk you out single file. I'm like, what am I going to do? Sneak into the Blue Blood set? Like,
Stop selling, where are you?
So they walk you out. And we get into the world's hottest elevator with the warm-up guy, who will not even acknowledge.
He won't even look at us.
There's like 5 people in the elevator. I mean, it's not like...
And some other guys were talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I do AGT, too. And he also had his bag, and people were like, oh,
do you need more shirts?
Yeah.
And he's like, what's empty?
I wanted one, though. If he was going to, like, bust open the shirt or his bag, I was going to be like, I want one! But... he wouldn't even look at us in the elevator.
The best part of the night is we're driving, trying to find something to eat. We have no idea. Wendy's like, tell me where to go. So I'm just like reading every name. And then we're driving and I go, Costa Vega. And Wendy goes, like in the parking lot. She goes, this is the Jeff Lewis restaurant.
It is.
She's absolutely right.
So Jeff Lewis is from Bravo, and I don't know what season of Flipping Out it was, but they went to Casa Vega and they redid either like the seating area. I don't think they did the entire interior of the restaurant, but I think they just did like the seating area.
Well, and that was like their place. They would end up there for lunch a lot.
Oh, really? Well, a lot of reality TV people like go there to eat. Like they always film there.
Well, and then we're driving, and one of the streets we pass is Valley Vista, which is where one of Jeff's houses is, which Wendy was like, I'm like, it's Valley Vista.
I
Let's go
watch
find.
that show regularly. So.
But she knew Casa Vega. I have seen every episode of Flipping Out. Hi, Jeff. And I listened to his Sirius XM show. So that was our Big Brother.
It was fun. I had a
fun. I'm glad we went.
I just wanted a t-shirt, damn it.
Where can we get one? All right, if you know where you can get maybe someone can make us one.
Ooh, a Big Brother audience.
That's all I want, the black Big Brother audience shirt. Make it happen, folks. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to click that subscribe button before you leave, and we'll see you in another video very soon. Bye, friends. Bye.